What's good, YouTube fam? Queen Try. I want to talk about you are not perfect, and a lot of time lately I've been talking about like how women ought to be strong, stuff like that. Um, women are not to let men come in their lives and trick them, stuff like that. And I want to say this here. I don't want to make it seem like I'm putting everything on women and not holding men accountable. I know some of y'all may feel that way, even though you don't say it. Um, so that's why I'm doing this video to let you know that you're not perfect. And to the ones who have made a mistake, who allow a man to come in your life and talk you into getting your body, and he got your body, whatever, and you feeling bad about it, you feeling down, but I want you to realize that you're not perfect, you know. And God just led me to come on here to encourage y'all, to let y'all know that, you're not a robot. You're not a robot. It happens. It happens. I want y'all to understand this right here, about men and men being running behind women for the longest since the beginning of time. Um, Men always, ran behind women. Um, and they ran behind women for the banana pudding. It's just the way it is. It's been that way since even in biblical times. King David. Now, King David saw Bathsheba. Now, I want y'all to understand what Bathsheba had been through. You think that you've been through a lot, but look at what Bathsheba had to go through. She was a married woman. She was outside taking a shower. David saw her with no clothes on taking a shower. So he, again, that's a man weakness. You know, Not making no excuses for it, but that's what every heterosexual man wants, and that's what they love. And can't I ain't gonna say they can't live without it. They can, but that's what they don't want to live without. You see what I'm saying? So now David was a man after God's own heart. So he was a God fearing man. So when he saw her, he told his servant to go get her. And when the king spoke, you had to do what the king say do. So David knew that she was married and everything, but David flesh took control over him, got control over him, and he did it with her. And back then, they ain't had no, you couldn't put on no protection back then. None of that stuff wouldn't even exist. So they had to do it raw. So they had to do it raw. So he went in, he went into it, whatever, got her pregnant. Now check this out. This woman was married, had a husband, and I'm sure that she loved her husband. But when David found out that she was pregnant, to cover that up, he had her husband put on the front line. He told the soldiers, when the army come and try to attack y'all draw back and let Uriah get killed. And so that what happened. So Uriah ended up getting killed. So you can imagine the pain that Bathsheba had to go through, had to deal with. The pain of losing her husband, the pain of being with another man, even though he was the king, and then she had a baby from that man, and then they ended up getting married, but she lost her husband. You see what I'm saying? She lost her husband. So what y'all gotta realize, Queen, and I just brought it up to tell y'all, like, this is what men been doing from the beginning of time. Running behind women, going after the banana pudding. Samson, that was Samson's downfall. That was Samson's weakness was the banana pudding. Philistine women. Um, you know, um, what the other one was? King Solomon. Banana pudding was his weakness. He had, I think, 700 wives, something like that, 5,000 wives, 700 wives, and concubines. I forgot the number that he had, but some of y'all can put it in the comment if you can. you know, that was his weakness. You know, women was the downfall of King Solomon because they had him worshiping idol gods. The Philistine women had him worshiping idol gods. And God always told the children of Israel, do not marry the Philistine women because they will turn your hearts against me. So even, back in the Bible days, men have always ran behind, men have always chased um, the banana pudding. Um, Rachel and Jacob, when Jacob saw Rachel, he fell for her. He fell for her. You see what I'm saying? So, and that's why I tell y'all, and I want y'all to understand this right here, Queens. I'm not trying to blame women for everything. I'm not trying to put women down, because I know some of y'all may think that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to teach y'all the nature of a man. The nature of a man is to, reproduce. That's a man's nature, and that's also a woman's nature as well, because, I'm sure women want that too. Women desires that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're not a robot. You're not a robot. Your body craves for that. Your body wants that because it was designed to do that. See, our bodies is not designed to go a long time without, doing that, without laying with each other. Our body's not designed that way. You see what I'm saying? God never intended for it to be like this, where you got to be abstinent for years for you to get married, because the culture have changed. In biblical days, that was part of their getting married, was part of their culture. Even as a teenager, they was getting married. They got married as teens because God knew, the people knew that, it's hard for a man and a woman to come together, spend time with each other, and then not want to do that on both ends. It's hard for that because of that situation, because of our bodies. They was allowed to marry young, so they got married even as teenagers. But now, this day and age, the culture have changed. Things are different. A lot of it got to do with the influence of the world. I believe it's the spirit behind this right here. I believe my hypothesis is the enemy. Um, trying to destroy the marriage. Excuse me, I got thrown off. I had a notification came through on the phone, kind of threw me off. But the enemy goal is to try to ruin the marriage structure. And just so the influence of society, like I said, the spirit behind it is really the enemy. This is why, a lot of men just running around not wanting to marry. But back in the, days, men was more, likely to get married because that's how they was raised. They didn't have the influence of social media. They didn't have the influence of rappers and all this stuff here, reality TV. They didn't even have no TV. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have no online dating and all this stuff here. All this stuff, this technology stuff, is the reason why marriages and families are not the way it used to be. Technology, all this stuff, social media. This is why men have became the way they are, to the point where they don't want to get married. But back in the days, that was what every man pretty much wanted. When they got their parents' house, get a job, get married, and get a family. That was part of the culture at that time. Like your great grandparents, your grandparents, they was married for years. I can imagine their parents and their parents. You see what I'm saying? Because men was different. But as time got older, and now you get all this social media, all the influence of the world, society, you got a bunch of men walking around here just want to lay down with you, but they don't want to marry you, and that's the problem. So as a woman, you got needs too. As a woman, you're not a robot. As a woman, your body craves for that too. And that's why I'm saying you're not perfect. If you fail for that, if you fail for a man coming in your life If you feel for a man and this man have got you on your back and he took an advantage of your body, guess what? You're not perfect. You're not perfect. And no, I'm not condoning what you did, but you're not perfect. You know, you still should love yourself and just learn from your mistake. You know, it can't happen to the best. It can't happen to the best. Don't look down on yourself. You still a queen. You still a queen. Like I said last week, I told y'all, you still a queen. You still a queen, but you gotta know that you're a queen, and you gotta put that behind you. And you know, it happens. It happens. But you gotta learn from this right here and grow. You know, yeah, you made a mistake. We all liable to make mistakes, but don't keep making the same mistake. You see what I'm saying? So this is why I want to do this video. I want to let y'all know that, you know, you're not perfect. You're not perfect. You know, that's why, like, when I say, like, once you see with a man, like, it ain't going nowhere, like, I went live last night, I talked about the man that can't take no for an answer. And that's what I was telling y'all, like, once you see that this man cannot take no for an answer, if you keep going on with this man, like, if you know, if you want to be abstinent, if you believe in abstinence, you know, or if you don't believe in abstinence, but, you know, you're not a Christian, whatever, and you want to do it before you get married, either way, don't just let a man come in your life and just be easy to get that. You see what I'm saying? Don't be easy to let a man get that. But if you're a Christian, you practice abstinence, and then once you see that the man cannot take no for an answer, he keep begging, he keep begging, you gotta cut that off to protect yourself. That's what I was saying, because I know you're a woman, you human, and you keep spending time with a man, you know, we humans. We are wired to fall in love when we spend time with somebody of the opposite sex. You know, we wired to do that. When you spend time with a man, there's attraction there. He's spending time with you. He doing nice things. He cutting the grass. He fixing stuff in your house, and he doing all these things. You are wired to fall for that man. You know, you can't control that. You're not a robot. You have hormones. You know, you have hormones. And so, like I've been saying a lot lately, a lot of men using marriage and using God to come in your life and being nice to you for that reason alone. And that's why I said, you know, last night in my live, you know, every man want that. Every man want the banana pudding. That's what every man want. You know, so men are just wired to chase banana pudding. Before I became a Christian, when I was a teen, me and my homeboy used to go to the mall to do what? Chase girls. That's all we thought about. And then I'm not trying to make excuses for men, but I'm trying to teach y'all the nature of a man. That's all men pretty much think about. And I'm a God-fearing man. I'm a kingdom man. But guess what? I'm not a robot. I'm not going to sit here and tell y'all I don't think about, you know, banana pudding. As a single man, I'm not going to tell y'all that I'm so holy. See, the Christian folk going to be in the comment, but what y'all got to realize, we human. We human. We are wired. We are wired by God. We are created by God to think about that, to crave for it. We're not robots. You see what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, if I wasn't a God-fearing man, if I wasn't committed to God, I would be doing the same thing these other grown boys around here doing, coming in women's lives, being nice, playing games with them. You know, hey, you know, I don't want nothing serious, all that here. And then to do what? To get them. I would be doing the same thing. But the reason why I'm not doing the same thing is because I fear God and they got a relationship with God. And that's the root of the problem right there. That's why men do what they do, because they don't have the fear of God no more. They don't have no accountability. And it's not all about just a Christianity thing. You know, whether you're a Muslim, Buddhism, or whatever belief you is, I believe every religion have some type of rules and guidelines that deal with your moral conduct. You know, like you know, even Muslims. You know, I'm sure that I don't know too much about Muslims, but I'm sure that they have certain rules and guidelines that they must live by. They have accountability in their religion, that you know that teaches them morals. You know, every religion have morals, and that's the problem. So when I say God, I'm not just talking about Christianity, because I know everybody's not going to be a Christian. See what I'm saying? But that's the root of the problem with men. When a man don't submit to a higher power, a higher authority, He gonna just run around and just get women on their back, coming in women's lives, doing, things to get them on their back. And this is what we have going on. This is why men do what they do. And if you read 2 Timothy chapter 3, I think around verse 6 or 7, you know, read that whole chapter till you get to verse 6 or 7. Paul was telling Timothy in the last days, he lists some things that's going to happen in the last days. Men are going to be lovers of themselves, a form of godliness, boastful, don't like what's good. Then he said, for this sort, they're going to come into the houses of gullible women, silly women. You see what I'm saying? That's what the Bible even tells us. We are living in that day. Apostle Paul was prophesying that this is what's going to happen. Men are coming into the lives of gullible women, naive women, green women, taking advantage of them. This is what's going on. Read that scripture. If I had my other phone on me, I'll read it, but I won't prepare to read that. But this is what's going on now. This prophecy. It was prophesied by the Apostle Paul in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 6 or 7. Paul talks about this right here. And this is what's going on. Men are coming to the lives of women, deceiving them. See what I'm saying? So you're not perfect. You're not a robot. You're a woman, and you can fall, and you still are a woman of God. You still are a queen. You still have value. Just because back to Bathsheba, how David did her, she had no control over that. She was back in the Bible days, the king had to do, you got to do what the king wanted. You see what I'm saying? And then back then, women didn't have no rights and no say so. So look what she had to go through. See what I'm saying? So you're not in this by yourself. And I know it's not easy, but God still loves you. Yes, you fail, but thank God that He is a God of a second chance. Thank God that He still see your value, and you got to forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself up for your past mistakes and your past failures. God still loves you, and you got to love yourself. And guess what? Coach Rod love you as well as my sister in Christ. And Coach Rod praying for you. We all make mistakes. There's no perfect people in this earth. So don't beat yourself up. Don't say, why I do that, I do that. It happens. It happens. You're not perfect. You're not a robot. If you allow men to come in your life to trick you, get you on your back, and you feel bad about it, just learn from it. Grow. As long as you grow through it. Live through it. Just grow through it. And next time, you know that when the man come in your life being nice, listen to me, every man that come in your life being nice, sis, he being nice for the banana pudding. Some of y'all be in denial. Coach Rod, he not like that. I be coaching some of y'all be in denial. Coach Rod, he never asked for it. Coach Rod, but he not like that. He's so nice, Coach Rod. Sis, he being nice for the banana pudding. How do I know? I did the same thing. I paid light bill for the banana pudding. I paid half of a woman rent for the banana pudding. I did that. If I wasn't going to get the banana pudding, guess what? You ain't getting my money. I start off doing that, but when I see you ain't giving it up, guess what? I'm gone. So when I tell y'all that's what he's doing that for, I'm a man. Men been chasing that from the time God created heaven and earth. Men been chasing that. Do you understand me? He coming in your life to do that. And what y'all got to realize, when you meet a God-fearing man, he going to come in your life to do that. And he going to honor God with you. He going to come in covenant with you. He going to come in your life. He going to treat you like a queen. He not just going to be doing that just for that reason to get you on your back. He going to be doing that to come in covenant with you, treat you like a queen and fall in love with you. Then, he going to want to do that. But that's what he want. Every man want that. Don't be in denial. Every man that comes in your life, he coming in your life for that right there. He being nice for that. That's what he want. And as a woman, you just got to keep that in your head. Okay, now I know he want this. I mean what Coach Rod said. This is what every man want. So now he said he want to get married. Okay, give him the benefit of the doubt. Okay, he said he want to get married, but watch him and keep your leg closed. If you're a Christian, keep it closed until y'all get married. If you're not a Christian, I'm not condoning it. Christian people, don't come in the comment. If you're not a Christian, you're not a Bible thumper, you don't believe in God, whatever you believe, and that's your business. I'm not condoning that, but don't let it be easy. Don't let a man just come in your life and get you like that right there. Wait. Just wait it out and just watch this man, and that way you can discern this man's intention. But if you fail and man got you on your back and you feel disgusted, you feel bad, hold your head up, sis. You're not perfect, and you still a queen. God bless you. Talk to y'all soon. Hey, the link for my book is going to be inside the description box. Click on that link to get my book. I'm writing my second book right now. I'm trying to get it done. I got a lot. Trying to coach and work. So I got a lot going on, but I'm hopefully have it done soon. My second book is about self-love, teaching women how to develop self-love. So it's going to be a good book too. But thank you for everybody who purchased my book already. I appreciate y'all. God bless you. And also, for a coaching session, the link is going to be in the description box. God bless you.